I like it.
I feel bad. I should have. I'm gonna be
All
better
over the
with
field.
taking notes on the next preseason game because it was a.
You don't have to go crazy on the notes on the preseason.
No, it was
as
a
much.
punt though. Somebody smacked somebody, bro.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was a
Somebody did
gunner
that was
rocked
what I was
somebody
gonna
with the
say.
forced fumble, bro. And then Kyle Hamilton turned around mid interview and was like,
That's what
"Did
I
we
was
get the
going to
ball
say
back?"
was actually a concern for me a little bit. I don't know as far as like who were the starters out there on special teams. We had a lot of big returns come from that Eagle side on special teams that don't usually happen with us. We
Yeah.
gave up a lot of big
Harb's
returns.
gonna get that together though. You
We
know
need to
that's
get
his
that
favorite
together.
thing to do.
Well, one of the things that
Harb's gonna get
Is
that.
it the
somebody
new rules?
Salute who was in the comments last week. They asked, "What do y'all think about the? What do we think about the new?" I know some of us all comment on different times, whatever. I'll put a name that I commented on this one, but he was like, "What do y'all think about the new? The new kickoff rule?" And I was like, "We ain't huddled up about that yet."
Yeah.
I said, "But we'll have something this week." And watching it, for it was a couple games that
take
had
some getting
started
used
already.
to.
And then I'm watching it in person. If you put up a scheme to stop folks, it's gonna be good. But if you're not locked in, it's gonna be some
break
people
it.
gonna shake off when the
break
returns,
that.
It's gonna get bad. Yeah.
You can break that.
It's gonna make the kickoff more exciting, and it's also gonna change a lot of games in a lot of different
You're
ways
gonna
in the
need all
past.
hitters, bro.
A part of me is like, I kind of don't like, but a part of me is like, it's because remember how they switched it to basically where it was like wasn't getting any returns after a while.
It's too deep. So
Like
they're
unless the
just
weather
kicking
was
it.
really bad. Yeah.
You're just kicking it. I know.
Yeah, so they wanted to make sure it was still relatively safe, so people aren't running from like 50 yards and smacking each other. So they put the people closer. So it's going to reduce the head trauma, but it's also going to give the kickers, the returners who I get paid to do this, an opportunity to still have a chance to shake off.
Valid.
So it's going to be watching in person. It was one of them joints the Eagles shook off. I was like, hey, yo.
We're going to have to get that together. That's foreign to us. We're not used to having special teams problems, but this is a change.
Harb's might be-
Harb's gonna be on top of
He's
that.
the right
That's
person
his favorite thing, yo.
for that. Yeah,
I like it.
Special teams.
Oh, as far as how I feel about the rule,
Yeah.
I got to see it more to really have a definitive answer. I'm not mad at it, to be honest
At
with you.
first
If you're
glance,
trying to
I'm
keep the
not
game
mad at it.
going, I'm not mad at it. I was used to seeing that in the XFL or whatever. One of those leagues had that kind of set up with
It's
their
now the
kickoff.
UFL where they really implemented because that's where they took it from. They be
Yeah,
from the XFL.
exactly. And they got a whole another thing going on. That's completely separate. But so I got to see it more and to see how it plays out and pans out during the season before I give a definitive answer. But I'm not mad at it right now.
I'm not mad at it, but I can see how if you're like certain teams, if you're not one of the teams ready for it, you could be getting cooked weekly.
Yeah,
It's
every week,
It looks like if you're not on it. What's crazy is the special teams people might get paid more. The coaches and stuff like that, and special teams player. I think
And
it's gonna make it
better
more.
players out
It's gonna be more of an
there.
emphasis.
Kickoff and
Yes,
kick
Kick
return.
return will
it's
be
gonna be
interesting.
way more of an
Kickoff
emphasis.
too. Like
on
you
it.
gonna have the people
That's kick
people
return.
that can make hits.
That's what it's
Long
like.
story long. If what's the name who just made it to the Hall of Fame? Salute to greatest kick returner of all time. But I can't think of his name right now.
Devin
Played for
Hester?
the Bears. Devin Hester.
That
Devin
record
Hester
might
might
get shattered.
have double the numbers he
yeah.
has.
Somebody's gonna shatter that record.
He got to get past like two people. It's over,
on the cover of the game.
Facts.
Yeah, so like if there's somebody who come around like that, it's a wrap. Devin Hester would have a field day, yo.
Yeah, Devin Hester was
field day, yo. So it's gonna be interesting. But like I said, it's gonna put an emphasis on special
Yeah,
teams.
you just
It's
got to
gonna be good
figure
for
out
them.
what the strategy is with it. It seems like it's just kicking off either to the right or left. It's trying to keep them away from being able to move concisely up the middle, I guess. But I guess it just depends on how your play is.
Yeah.
We're going to see, man.
You gotta have guys on that kickoff team that can hit.
Yeah.
That's all. It
And
gotta
can
be
make
all
moves, 'cause
hitters,
y'all
yo.
lined
Just
up,
say
what,
it. It's
5?
gotta be all
What is it, 10
wrapped
yards
up.
or 5 yards apart that y'all lined up? 10 yards?
Might be 10. It's
They-
close.
just long straight lines in front of
Yeah.
each other. And it's just straight trenches. You gotta go straight trenches with somebody and then get down there and get somebody?
That's gonna be crazy.
Wild.
One of the biggest things that was talked about leading up to this is I even heard Pat McAfee and just a bunch of other people. It was like the kickers are actually going to have to be decent at tackling.
Gotta be.
because they're going to be the last line of
interesting.
defense a lot.
Yeah.
So I heard yesterday I was at the game.
I'm not worried about that. Tuck and smacked a few people on the low.
I heard some. Well,
I
you
don't
don't
wanna
want
get
him
hurt,
to
though.
constantly be
Yeah, I don't
smacking.
want him
Yeah,
getting
you
hurt
don't
out
need to
there.
constantly smack folks, but if it get hairy,
But one of the things
get
I
that
think I did
hairline,
hear,
shoestring tackle.
somebody at the game was mentioning how he said I believe he gained like 10 pounds of muscle, like in anticipation for something of he gained some muscle for potentially So them kick, it's another thing. Like the special teams players are gonna get paid more, and the coaching staffs. It's so good. Salute to them, man. Because sometimes they didn't forget heroes,
bro.
You got terrible special teams, you're cooked.
Yeah.
They don't get the love they should get. Three phases of the
Well,
game.
we won a few games on special teams, man.
That's
so.
the most dangerous part of the sport too, because it's like somebody could have so much gain, like sizing you up for a tackle or running you over, anything. It's like, bro, they got a full head of steam. Like they've been running
like
20 yards already, yo, and they coming, yo, and I'm now I got a weird angle. I'm about to die out here. Or it could be this guy was locked in on me. He has the angle on me. I didn't see him, and now I'm about to go kill him, yo, where he can't see me.
Yeah.
You know, one of them 90s hits where they just smack him out of bounds and he just go flying. Like, special teams is wild dangerous, yo.
It's going to be crazy, yo.
But in some scenarios, it's like, yeah, they have all that stuff, but it's still going to be hard collisions. It's no way to avoid it.
I mean, that's football. That's just a part of football. You know
and then
mean?
some of the stuff, like with them not being able to, like, wrap up higher, I don't know what's going to happen to knees, bro, in them scenarios, bro. Like, when people just try to check you low running that fast, like...
They can't lead with... You can't...
Yeah, it's
you can't hit with the helmet higher, but
Yeah.
you can wrap if you have
But
your
you know, they
head
caught some
placement
weird
right.
penalties last year, like that people that was just like getting physical, like just run through somebody real quick.
It also
I'm
was
like,
defensive. You can't
super
be
hard.
defensive.
Yeah, in the second half, I think it was the second half, somebody from the Ravens smacked somebody and they called the penalty. And I'm just like, oh.
It's like, bro, that was
But
that
it
was
looked,
a tackle, and
back
they
in the
was
day,
both
it's
running
clean.
hard.
But he actually wound up being
One
the
thing
person
I-
that suffered on the receiving end.
I don't
He
know
was
if
hurt.
this is
Oh,
true
okay.
or not, but I gotta think in my mind that these guys out here on the field be like, you know what? Preseason or whatever the scenario is, I'm giving up this 15.
Yeah, yeah.
If
They're trying to
I
make that-
see
for
somebody
sure.
that I can lay out real quick, crazy,
For sure.
Especially,
I'm giving up this
Especially
15.
the,
And I want the coach to be like,
'Cause that's gonna
he
put-
got that in him. Especially
that's
if he
going to
wasn't
put
doing good
something in the
OTAs and
head of
practice
these
and all
players
that, like-
coming across that middle. Yo.
Yeah.
They're still going to do it. You can't do it every time, but
especially
you gonna think
Ravens
about it.
culture.
Yeah.
They know it's not going to be as frowned upon as maybe some of these
Yeah.
other teams. Yo.
Go outside and smack somebody, bro.
Yeah, we got an old
Show us
player
that
that's
you
our
got it in
coach
you,
right
bro.
now
You're
on
not
that
scared,
defensive
yo.
side. You know he gonna love that. He might not show it, but he definitely gonna love that. No
Yeah.
bounty gate though. No bounty gate.